evening, junk removal warriors. Joseph here, Vets Haul Junk Removal, Stafford, Virginia. I hope wherever you are staying busy and making money in junk removal. I wanted to speak to you this evening about communication, guys, and why you must be an effective communicator in order to close more junk removal jobs. If you cannot communicate effectively, you will not instill confidence in the customer's mind, and they will not choose you for their junk removal project. It's all about instilling confidence, guys. Confidence in the customer's mind. And confidence in the customer's mind is instilled by, one, taking charge of the phone call, and two, using the right keywords, guys. Using the right keywords in order to put the customer at ease and instill that confidence that I always talk about. When customers reach out to us in the junk removal industry, a lot of them have never used a junk removal company before, and they do not know what to expect. So it's up to you, the junk removal business owner, to figuratively take them by the hand, communicate effectively, use proper and correct keywords in order to put the customer at ease, which will allow you to be more comfortable yourself and will also allow the customer to ingest and engage with you in a more relaxed manner, thus allowing the process of instilling confidence to be much more easily received by the customer, guys. And it all starts with taking control of the phone call. Often, perhaps it's because I'm in a military town, I'm dealing with type A personalities, individuals who, when I answer the telephone call, "Thanks for calling Vets Haul Junk, Joseph speaking, how can I help you?" Very confident, guys, very in charge. This is my business. This is your business. You set the tone from the very first hello. I'll answer the call that way, and oftentimes I'll get somebody who says something to the effect of, "Hey, what do you charge for junk removal?" That's a type A personality, guys. That's someone who is attempting, whether they know it or not, to take control of the call. You don't let that happen. This is your business. You set the tone, you provide the service, you provide the rates, and you take control of the telephone call from the start. Nobody takes control of your telephone call, of your script, of your services, or your customer engagement. So when that happens, I give them a slight pause to let them know, I heard you, but I don't answer their question, and neither should you, because there are too many variables that I need to determine before I can even answer that question, so I'm not going to try. I take control of the conversation just like this. "Thanks for calling Vets Haul Junk Removal, Joseph speaking, how can I help you?" "What do you charge for junk removal?" And then I say, "We can certainly help with that, sir. My name is Joseph. What's yours?" Guys, when you do that, that is extremely powerful. It's a subconscious signal that you're in charge. So let's get over that. When we get into this conversation, this engagement with a customer, guys, I'm very careful about the words I use, and I've written down a couple. For example, when you're at the point that you're going to set an appointment with a customer, you never set up an appointment with a customer. You're going to schedule a visit with the customer. Appointment, very official, very business, very cold. Visit, we're friends. I'm friendly. I'm approachable. I'm going to visit you. Nice things happen, guys, on visits. On appointments, first thing that comes to my mind is a doctor's appointment. So you never want to use the term appointment, guys. You always want to say, we'd like to schedule a visit with you so that we can provide an estimate for you. Let's schedule a visit. When do you have time so that we can visit? Much nicer, much softer, but still gets the message across that I'm going to be at your location to give you an estimate. Another word, guys. Oh, geez, I can't even. Price, yes. I've often heard the term price used in junk removal. We don't give prices, guys. We give rates. Rates are very professional. Prices infer spending money. Rates, the word rate instills professionalism. We don't provide prices. We're not going to tell you the cost. Especially don't use that word cost. That's a big no-no. You can use the word rate. Rate is much more professional, instills confidence in the customer's mind. On top of that, many of you use contracts, which is great. We use contracts occasionally, but we never actually use the word contract, guys. Contract to me means, and to the customer, when I sign that contract, my hands are tied. Okay, I'm bound to pay that rate. And yes, the customer is bound to pay that rate when they sign the contract, but we like to use the term authorization because there's only one person who can authorize me to take away the customer's junk, and that's none other than the customer himself. Makes the customer feel important. The customer realizes I'm the one that needs to sign the authorization. I'm the one who can authorize Vets Haul Junk to remove my junk. Nobody else. I have the power. It gives the customer the warm and fuzzies and allows the customer to be part of the decision-making process, guys. When you're dictating to the customer words like contract, you're gonna have to sign this contract. The customer feels like they're being bound. They're put into a corner. They have no part of the decision-making process. When you use the word like authorization, guys, when you use a word like authorization, it brings the customer into the fold. It's a really awesome word to use. What else did I write? Oh, when the customer says, too expensive, your prices are too expensive, too much. Well, I could certainly understand that, ma'am. Guys, that's a very powerful phrase. I can certainly understand that, ma'am. Your rates are way too high. I don't want to pay that. I'll just call somebody else. Well, I can certainly understand that, ma'am. It gives the customer's statement credibility. It makes the customer feel like you're actually listening to them. You're not, once again, dictating to them. I can certainly understand that, ma'am. You want to use the word competitive. Our rates are extremely competitive. You can also use the feel, felt, found method. I understand how you feel. Before I was in the junk removal industry, I felt the same way. But our rates are extremely competitive. What I have found is that most customers will spend a lot more by calling someone else. We're a local company. And then you start rattling off, guys, this is your opportunity to start informing the customer and instilling confidence in the customer's mind as to why they should choose you. You know, you're too expensive. Well, I can certainly understand that, ma'am. Before I got into the junk removal industry, I felt the same way. But what I found was we're competitively priced, and then you go into that whole direction. Additionally, guys, using the customer's name throughout the customer engagement, being in person or on the telephone, is extremely powerful in helping you to close the sale. It allows the customer to feel that you're there and present with the customer. Sir is great. Ma'am is great. That shows respect and courtesy, which goes a long way. And especially around the military crowd, around veterans in my part of the country, sir and ma'am goes a long way to show the customer that you're the right company for the job. We're respectful, we're courteous. But oftentimes, I like to use the customer's name expressly, guys. Now, it's a fine line. You don't want to use it too much because then you sound like a robot. You sound like a script. And you also don't want to use it too little because then you negate any benefit of using their name. So it's a fine line, and I determine how often I'm going to use the customer's name on a call-by-call basis based on the energy of the call. But guys, your words are powerful. Oftentimes, it's not about the rate, though the customer may say it is. Oftentimes, guys, though you are a higher priced option, the customer will choose you if you instilled confidence in their mind because of how you take control of the telephone call, how you speak, the words you use, and the energy that you create. So guys, when you're engaging with the customer both in person and on the telephone, pay attention to the words you use, and also pay attention how you use these words to communicate effectively. Pay attention to the energy you create with the customer on the telephone. And I do believe if you become a master at communicating with the customer, you will close more junk removal jobs. If you like the type of things I talk about, would you subscribe to my YouTube channel? On top of that, if you're in Northern Virginia and you have stuff that you want removed, reach out to the junk removal company powered by Veterans and Patriots at 540-657-VETS. That's 540-657-VETS. You can also find us online at vetshauljunk.com. That's vetshauljunk.com. I'm Joseph, owner of Vets Haul Junk Removal, and we are on the move, making things happen. Hoo-wah. Talk to you next time. Rock me, rock me, rock, rock steady. Rock me, rock.